Hello everyone. As usual, it's been a long time since I last made a video. It's just the way it seems to happen. I don't know. I get really excited and enthusiastic about putting the effort in, and then after a while I get carried away with other things and I just forget. But I decided that I wanted to make a video today. I'm going to a friend's in a couple of hours and I've got some time to spare. And I was thinking about what I could do, and I know that I still haven't done a description of each of the babies properly and why I got them. So I posted a picture on Instagram and said to everybody on Instagram, you know, who would you like to hear about? And Swedish Reborn Mom, I think, on both Instagram and YouTube, she commented and said that she'd like to hear about Esme first. And I realised that I've already got a video about Esme, about kind of her details and things. And as I was watching it to see whether I could make another video that kind of wasn't the same, you know, I realised that I briefly touched on why I got her, but only very briefly. So I thought I'd maybe make a bit more of a serious video today and just explain to you guys where Esme came from and why she came about. And while I kind of was thinking about doing that, I came across this, which is a letter I wrote to my mum, explaining the reasons why I wanted a reborn. Basically, I got Esme about 4 years ago, and before I got her, I'd had reborns before, but I sold them. And I think if I've had her for 4 years, I was about 17 when I got her. I think I was 16, turning 17. Obviously she's still in very good condition because I look after her. But I'm just going to read the letter. I'm not going to explain too much. I'm just going to read the letter. And I think that a lot of you I know have reborns for mental health reasons. And for me, Esme is very much a therapy baby, just 100%. And that's why I could never ever let her go. I got her for a really important reason. I was in a really difficult time. I'm really struggling. Like I can't, like, soul-destroyingly struggling. And I didn't speak much to my mum or my dad. I hid away a lot. I hid all of the things that were happening. And that made things very stressful for them too, because I was going through a really difficult time and they just wanted to help me. So I think maybe in writing this letter I did give my mum some relief too, maybe only slightly, but you know. And as I read the letter you will see how closed off I was from some of the things that I say. And reading back, it is sad, but it's how Esme came about, and I think it's a beautiful part of the reason that she came about. So I'm going to read it. I am going to say now that there is a trigger warning. It's not graphic or anything like that, but it does mention self-harm briefly, and I don't want anybody to go into this video not expecting that and being triggered, so please do keep that in mind. It's just a couple of mentions of it when I talk about work and why I won't be able to work, but other than that we're all good. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading it. Sorry if you hear the paper rustling, but anyway, here we go. Mum, please read this, it's important. Before I begin, I want to tell you not to worry. I'm not planning anything stupid, haha. You just might be able to help me with something. Please bear with me. I don't open up like this or ask for anything very often, so I might go on for a little while trying to find the right words. As you probably already know, my OCD has got a lot worse over the past few years, and now it's pretty severe. Not a lot of detail is needed for what I'm asking you, but it's mostly about illness and morality. Relevant to this note is the huge feeling of responsibility that I always feel for others, which is a big heavy weight to constantly be carrying, and I will come back to that soon. My brain has gradually built up defence mechanisms to protect itself from all the crap OCD brings. Firstly, I don't really feel any deep emotion anymore, just happiness and sadness, because I am physically unable to access them. Secondly, I can't think even nearly as deeply as I used to, because I cannot physically access that either. So basically at the moment, I've lost the two characteristics that I'm most known for, so in turn I've lost myself. Also, over the past few months, I've shown quite a few symptoms of depression, e.g. very low almost every time I'm alone, no motivation, no self-esteem, feeling no purpose, no excitement, etc. I don't want you to panic, everything is still under control. Remember, I'm safe and I feel I can trust my therapist. I would never do anything stupid, it seems pointless to me and unfair to others. Right now I'm at dead end. I'm clutching at straws here because I'm not sure what else to do to feel better. What else? Oh no, wait, I've just read that bit. Sorry guys. I'm not sure what else to do to feel better. So please, as stupid as you may see it, hear me out right until the end of this note, as even if it doesn't achieve what I was hoping for, it took a lot of bloody effort to write. I think I need a reborn. I know you're going to be thinking, what? But please listen to what I'm saying and remember who is saying it. I'm not a person who would use an illness to get what they want. I don't think it would be a solution to anything. No one thing is, but I will explain why I think it might help. I need something to hold and love whenever I feel like it. Yes, there are people for that, but the difference is a reborn does not depend on me in any way. I don't feel the heavy, tiring responsibility of ensuring its happiness or safety like I do with people, meaning I would have someone I could use as a comfort without worrying about them. I need to find the deep emotion I've lost, and I believe a reborn might help do that too. People who don't participate in the hobby don't understand, but when you have a reborn you fall in love with, you feel tons of emotion with it. I know you're probably wondering why friends and family can't just provide that, but it's very different. I don't feel as though, if there are other ways, I should have to go out with people more just to suit my disorder. I'm not very outgoing, and when I'm not down, I like time away from everyone. Not because I don't like being with them, just because it's the way it is. A reborn might help distract my thoughts sometimes too, which would be a very valuable thing. There are other aspects that it would help, but I think those are enough to get my point across. Now, as you know, I can't or shouldn't work for more than 1 day a week, but I'm guessing you also know that I have cuts on my neck, which would have to be on show in the majority of uniforms. I could hide everywhere else, but not there. Nowhere is going to employ anyone with the visible cuts, and right now there's not a lot I can do about them, so a job is pretty out of bounds at the moment. You know me, I hate asking for money, even to go to town, so this is not easy, but I'm asking for your help, maybe Dad's too. I've tried selling things on eBay, but I just don't have enough to sell in order to get a reborn as fast as I need or will prefer to. I can sell my iPod and my camera, but my iPod is broken, so that won't raise enough. I'm unsure of how much it was, but I was thinking maybe you could send back my tablet and I could buy a reborn as an early Christmas present. I know this seems a lot to ask, but I wouldn't be asking if a reborn didn't mean this much to me. If you're wondering why I sold my old reborn, it was in response to not feeling emotion anymore. I thought there was no point if I didn't feel emotion for him. But now I realise that not having a reborn is much less help than having one. I know that you and Dad are in quite a tough situation with money, so I don't expect a miracle. I just hope you see how important this is to me. Reborns help a lot of people, and being in the place I am right now, I hold out the hope that one could help me too. Thank you for reading this essay. Could you please text me what you feel about it before we talk? You know how I am about speaking about the stuff face to face. P.S. Don't feel bad if you can't do anything. I understand the situation. Jade. And then there's lots of kisses. And that is the reason that Esme is so special to me. I guess I probably don't really need to add much more onto that. It explained it all. I've always been very cautious of asking for help, and my mum knew that, and it was a very difficult time for us because I was very unwell, and there were signs, without getting graphic or anything like that, there were signs all around the house and my bedroom that I wasn't okay. My mum still did my washing, so she knew, and it was very clear that I was falling apart at that time, and now we know why. I have OCD, but I was also recently diagnosed with something called unstable personality disorder. Emotionally unstable personality disorder, which explains kind of the intense emotions that I've always experienced and all that kind of stuff. But that wasn't diagnosed then, and I didn't know what was happening, and my mum didn't know what was happening, and it was just a very difficult time. And I think the fact that I opened up to her even briefly, even just in a little letter, I think that says a lot really. And she's kept that letter. I found it. I came across it maybe about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit more. I think I was looking for socks or something in a drawer to borrow some socks, and it was under everything in a drawer. So she's kept it for 4 years. So, it must have meant a lot to her. And that's where Esme came from. She said she didn't care about the money. She just wanted to help me. And automatically we started looking for a baby, and Esme came along. I found her on YouTube. Somebody called April had her. She was called Gracelyn at the time, and she didn't have her for long until she decided to put her up for sale, and she was just a perfect baby for me. Her name is Esme Hope. Esme means to love, because like it said in the letter, she gave me a little bit of extra love and taught me how to do that again, because I kind of lost sight of it because I was just so wrapped up in illness basically that I just didn't feel anything anymore. So that's why Esme's called Esme, and obviously Hope, she gave me a lot of hope, and she still does. So she's definitely with me always, and I hope it's just a little bit different, and I think some people will be able to relate to it in the sense that I know these babies are therapy babies for a lot of people, and obviously me included. Especially Esme, there's just something special about her, and I just adore her. She's just perfect. And the amount of times that I've held her when I've been struggling, and I felt so much despair that I don't know what to do. There's just something that brings a little bit of comfort, I guess, about them. And yeah, I just thought I'd share my story and the reason why I kind of got hooked on Reborns, and this is the little lady that started all of that. So I hope I don't know whether enjoyed is the right word, but I hope that helps you understand why some people have the babies. That's my story in a little letter written when I was 16, very cautiously, but it was useful. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're going to go now. I'm going to give Esme a cuddle because I forgot what it said in that letter, and reading it I do feel quite emotional. So thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully do another video soon of a reason for another baby that I've got. So we'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.